What's up, everyone, and welcome to a deck profile on my Blackwing. This is one of the 3 decks that I got a vote for last month. I already did dinosaurs, and now I'm doing Blackwings. If you want me to do a deck profile on your favorite deck, all you have to do is vote. So far this month, we only have 2 votes. That is for World Chalice and Aliens, oddly enough. Let's get right into the deck profile. Now, first up, just a heads up, I have a few proxies because there are a couple of Blackwing cards that are kind of expensive, but I do got most of it. I run 3 Blackwing Simoon the Poison Wind. This card's like, I think like $10, so I'd be spending like $30 on this card alone. And with how many deck profiles I do, I buy a lot of decks, so unfortunately if there's cards that are pretty expensive in a deck, I don't get those and I just proxy them in. By the way, Blackwing Simoon the Poison Wind is it's very good because it mainly gets your Black Whirlwind. It literally activates Black Whirlwind from deck. And for Simoon, if you control no monsters and you have this card in your hand, you can banish 1 other Blackwing monster from your hand, place 1 Black Whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone. Then either send this card to the graveyard or immediately after this card resolves, or this effect resolves, normal summon it without tributing. While sadly you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dark monsters. Most of your extra deck monsters are dark except for Seamorph, and Union Carrier, so just let you know, if you do activate Simoon, you won't be able to do the infinite negate loop, which I much rather accept the infinite negate loop. So while I do run 3 Simoon, I'd say this is probably the one I may end up using the least. I might even just take it out, but I'm still kind of but for right now I have it at 3. Next, I run 3 Chris the Crack of Dawn, 2 Gale the Whirlwind, 3 Gale the Whirlwind actually, sorry. 3 For the Spear, 3 Gus the Backblast, 1 Harmatan the Dust, 1 Gladius, and 2 Orochi. Now all those cards pretty much do the exact same thing. Hold on, this one's got kind of a glare there. All these cards summon themselves from the hand. How is this deck not competitive? Like, how's this deck not seeing tournament play? It's beyond me. I think this is a really powerful deck. For example, let's say you have 1 Blackwing on the one Blackwing monster on the field, and you have this in hand. You can do special, special, special. This is these cards are just really powerful. I don't know. I had to have seen tournament play at one point, but I just don't remember. It's probably before I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But this deck is really powerful, and I really underestimate this deck. Considering all these cards that, aside from, like, most of the Blackwing cards can just special summon themselves from the hand, so the Blackwing deck itself is just extenders on extenders. Next, I run 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. This card is limited. I don't know why, or at least I think it's limited. Was it limited? No, it's not limited. Now, sadly, this card is a once per duel, so you can't use this multiple times. If we could, that would be... This card would have to be banned because that would make Blackwing just the most powerful deck probably ever. Next, I run 3 Blackwing Oster the South Wind. Now, Oster, when this card is normal summon, you can target one of your banished level 4 or lower Blackwing monsters that is banished and special summon it. And it has a secondary effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, place like a Black Feather counter, Black Wedge counter, blah blah blah. I don't really use it for that effect. I mainly use it for the banished effect. So let's say I have an Allure of Darkness and I banish, say, Boar off of Allure. Normal Oster, special Boar from banished. I also run 1 Blizzard the Far North. This card, whenever it is normal summoned, you can special summon level 4 or lower Blackwing monster from your graveyard. So this is kind of an extender in the same way of Oster, just grave instead of banished. Now I only run 1 Blizzard. I was thinking about running more, but this card cannot be used very early on because it does eat up your normal summon. So I only have it at 1. That's it for the Blackwing monsters. Most of this deck is just Blackwing monsters. Next, I run 1 Mist Valley Apex Avion and 1 Mist Valley Thunderbird. I ordered a Thunderbird, didn't arrive yet, so fortunately I just have to proxy it. But this is part of the infinite negate loop, because with Apex Avion, it has a quick effect. When your opponent activates a card or effect, target one misvalued card you control, return that target to the hand. So you return Thunderbird, and Thunderbird has an effect that if it was returned to the hand, you special summon it back out to the field. And neither of these are once per turn. So you can just keep doing it. And that's I'm honestly surprised Apex Avion or Thunderbird didn't get banned, considering this is a loop and Konami seems to hate that, but I guess it avoided it somehow. Again, this is one of the other reasons why I'm like, how is Blackwing not like a tier 1 deck? Maybe I'm just using it wrong, but that you can definitely do an infinite negate loop. That is possible. Next, I run 3 Ash Blossom for the hand traps. Although if you have the infinite negate loop, this is pretty pointless. But if you don't have it, then hey, you have an Ash. Moving on to the spells, I run 3 Black Whirlwind. When a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to the field, you can add 1 Blackwing monster from deck to hand. So this is helps you extend on a normal summon. So let's say you normal summon Oster, you can use Black Whirlwind's effect to add Chris from deck to hand, then just normal special Chris because it's special from the hand. So it's really good for extending and helping with creating synchro plays and XD if you want to go that route. This can do either synchro or XD, whichever you want. I go mainly the synchro route. Next, I run 3 Allure of Darkness. It's draw power. This is a dark deck, and if you banish one of your Blackwings, you can get it back with Oster. So not really much negatives. I also run the 1 Monster Reborn because Monster Reborn, and 1 Upstart Goblin. I had 1 extra space left over, so I just threw an Upstart. Moving on to the traps, I run 3 Blackbird Close. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effects, you can send 1 face-up Blackwing monster you control to the graveyard, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then you can special summon 1 Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck. So this cheats out Blackwing Dragon. Although, to be honest, Blackwing Dragon really isn't that great of a card, but hey, it's a free beat stick essentially. Moving on to the extra deck, I run 2 Blackwing Full Armored Master. Again, another proxy because card's like, I don't know, like $15 or something. Like it's expensive. I also run the 1 Nothing. That card's name is funny to say. I summon Nothing. I also run 1 Blackwing Tamer Obsidian Hawk Joe. I run the 1 Chidori, the 1 Reiki, the 1 Armor Master, not Full Armor Master. There's a Full Armor Master and a regular Armor Master. 2 Blackwing Dragon because you can cheat them off of Blackbird Close. It's a 20. It got 2800 attack. So if anything, it's just a big monster. It's a body. I also run the 1 Beelzebub of the Diabolic Dragon. I run 1 XD and Dugaris the Timeless. Another thing you could also run is maybe like Utopia and Utopia Double if you want to go that route. That is an option. If you do want to run that, I'd probably just take out Dugaris and maybe, I don't know, one of the other XDs, maybe Blackwing Dragon. Onto the links. I run 2 Raid Raptor Wystrix. This card's part of the, not exactly, kind of part of the Infinite Negate loop. Well, most of the links kind of are in a way or another. I also run 1 Simorph and 1 Union Carrier. Now these 2 cards are the main cards you want to go into. That's why I don't like using Simoon the Poison as much, because then I can't use these 2, which these are the 2 cards that will get you into your Infinite Negate loop. The Simorph Bird of Sovereignty will get out Apex Avion. Union Carrier can get, no. Bird of Sovereignty can get out Thunderbird. I think, what was it? Miss Valley Thunderbird, and Union Carrier can get out Avion. I think that's how it goes. I'm not exactly quite sure, but somehow, that is how you get to the Infinite Negate loop. That's all for this deck profile. What do you think? Do you like Blackwing? Do you think it's a pretty cool deck? And yep, that's going to be all for this video. I'll see you in the next video I make. Bye.